What is up, everybody? This is All Things Entertaining here, bringing you with a brand new video. And today we have a plethora of decks to go over from the past weekend of regionals. And I think the most interesting deck is probably this one out of New Zealand. This 5th place Crystal Beast deck list that was ran at a New Zealand regionals. So we're going to go over each individual card by card, and we're going to be discussing why this deck probably did so good. My guess is that actually this deck is pretty formidable for what it is. It plays a lot of decent cards like Mystic Mine and Dimensional Shifter, and as well as it also can push out a lot of damage very quickly. So let's just jump right into the list itself. So right off the bat, we have the 3 Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. No surprise there. This card is still pretty good. 3 Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon. This card is actually really insane for the deck, and I'll explain why in a minute. 1 Crystal Beast Ruby Carbuncle, 3 Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus, 3 Dimensional Shifter. I don't know why I said 2 there. Definitely 3 Dimensional Shifter here. 1 Rainbow Dragon, 2 Awakening of the Crystal Ultimates, 2 Crystal Bond, 1 Mystic Mine, 1 Necker Valley, 3 Pot of Prosperity, 3 Rainbow Bridge, 3 Rainbow Bridge of the Heart, 2 Triple Tactics Talent, 3 Crystal Conclave, 2 Crystal Miracle, 3 Infinite Impermanence, and 1 Rainbow Bridge of Salvation. As for the side deck, we have 3 Nibiru, the Primal Being, 1 Mud Dragon of the Swamp, 2 Cosmic Cyclone, 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, 3 Super Polymerization, 2 Different Dimension Ground, and 3 Evenly Matched. As for the extra deck, we have 1 Garura, Wings of Resonant Life, 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Zeus, 1 Gagaga Cowboy, 1 Lightning Chidori, 1 Baguska, 1 Dugaris, 1 Tornado Dragon, 1 Zodiac Borbo, and 1 Zodiac Chakanine, as well as 1 Axis Kotaker, 1 IP Masquerena, 1 Nightmare Cerberus, Nightmare Phoenix, and 1 Nightmare Unicorn. So, as I said at the very beginning, I believe the reason why this deck did very well is because, 1, it puts out a lot of damage very fast, very quickly, and it is very consistent, believe it or not, despite the fact that it is a Crystal Beast deck, which has been historically inconsistent, actually. But for the most part, I think we have something to work with as far as a decent rogue contender, possibly, maybe. But let's just jump right into the cards that I think really push this deck over the edge, other than the obvious like D-Shifter, Mystic Mine shenanigans that we've been seeing for the past couple of months now. First card that we're actually going to be talking about here is this card, the Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon. This card is actually really insane. If it's actually pretty much any other Crystal Beast monster. If it's destroyed, it just gets to be activated as a continuous spell. And then when it is when an attack is declared involving a Crystal Beast monster, you can special summon this card, I believe, from the hand. If I can actually get it over there, from the hand, I believe. Yeah, from the hand, and then you could banish this card. Then, as long as it's treated as a continuous spell, and then search a level 4 Crystal Beast monster, which is just going to be Crystal Beast, Sapphire Pegasus, or the Ruby Carbuncle in your deck, which do have their own special effects, which is pretty nice. Ruby Carbuncle. If it's special summoned, you can special summon as many Crystal Beast monsters as possible from the Spell Trap Zone, which includes this card. So if you have like multiples of these, this card is just three. This is a free 3,000 beat stick, and sometimes Pegasus gets in there for a little bit of damage, which allows you to place a Crystal Beast monster directly from your deck to the Spell Trap Zone as a continuous spell. So you just go normal summon this card. It also does when summoned, so you can even special summon this card. Then just put this or like a Ruby Carbuncle or like another Sapphire Pegasus if you want to in the Spell and Trap card zone. And then we have Rainbow Dragon, which is also just another powerhouse card, but you can actually kind of cheese this out in a way. It's also used as discard fodder for some other cards in the deck as well. Awakening of the Crystal Ultimates. You reveal a Ultimate Crystal, which is just Rainbow Dragon, and then you could activate one of the effects. And if you control one of them, you can activate both effects. But I think most of the time you're probably going to only have one. You're just going to take a Rainbow Bridge, or Rainbow Refraction, and either send it to the graveyard or add it to your hand. Or you get to special summon a Crystal Beast monster from your hand, deck, graveyard, or Spell Trap card zone. Another way to get Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon on the board. Crystal Bond allows you to, again, set a Crystal Beast to the Spell Trap card zone, but it also has a Crystal Beast monster from your deck to your hand. So it's a 2-for-1. It kind of searches 2 cards. It's really kind of crazy, believe it or not. It's better pot of greed if it, and it's actually in a decent deck for once. Yeah, pretty crazy. Rainbow Bridge serves as a crystal trap, which is could be Crystal Bond, it could be Crystal Ultimates because it does say Crystal in the name, Crystal Conclave, or the Counter Trap, which is a nice Omni negate. Bridge to the Heart is actually a really cool card. You can normal summon in addition to your extra summon. So let's say if you want to do Crystal Beast, Sapphire Pegasus twice, if you have both of those in your hand, you can do that with this card. And remember, Sapphire Pegasus is not a hard one to turn. That was before the time when Konami was handing those out like candy. But yeah, Rainbow Bridge is actually really insane of a card for what it is. And then afterwards, you could destroy one Crystal Beast card you control, and if you do, you can add a Crystal Beast Crystal Spell Trap from your deck to your hand, more consistency. And then if a Crystal Beast card is placed in your Spell Trap card zone, even during the damage step, you target a card on your opponent controls, and then this card, and then you return both of them. So it is also removal, and gives you a little bit more advantage to recycle some of your stuff like Sapphire Pegasus and Ruby Carbuncle, which is really amazing, actually. It's pretty cool. Conclave is a way to also get some more removal on the board. It also special summons a Crystal Beast from the deck, which is pretty cool. Miracles is an Omni negate, as well as you can banish it to place a Crystal Beast from your hand, deck, or graveyard to your face-up Spell Traps card zone, as it can do a spell. And Rainbow Bridge is the ultimate win more cards that it's probably one of the craziest win more cards that I've ever seen. If you have 2 or more different monster types among the level 10 or higher monsters on the field, which isn't really going to happen because both of them are dragons, so you're not going to get this effect, but it is really crazy. I'm going to read it anyway. You shuffle basically everything from the hands, fields, and graveyards into the deck, and then each player draws 5 cards. This card is just literally just Fiber Jar in a trap card, so it's really funny. But you can banish this card to add a Crystal Beast monster from your deck, and then add a field spell, which is literally just Mystic Mine or Necro Valley if you really need to. It's actually a crazy card. And the extra kind of complements it quite well. For example, you're playing Sapphire Pegasus, so you're playing the 2 Nightmare or Lightning Chidori, which is just a nice way to negate some cards, just to shuffle things back. It's a nice removal. Dugaris is a good card to get you some more draws and discard things, and then it lets you special summon, but you have to skip your next main phase 1, which generally isn't really that big of a deal. And you also get some Gaga Cowboy action, some Dweller action, and you are also playing the some good side deck stuff like Super Polymerization. You got the Garura for that. And you also got a Mud Dragon for a follow up if you run out of targets for Super Poly. You also have some nice spell trap like Garura, Cosmic and Harvey Silver Duster. DDG is actually a really interesting tech choice along the sides of the D-Shifter here, because I think actually D-Shifter fits really well in this deck because of the fact that your monsters don't actually go to the graveyard, they get sent to the Spell Trap cards instead. And ZDG also doesn't affect that, so you're kind of just playing 2 extra copies of Dimensional Shifter, which is really tough on your opponent if they aren't really prepared for your deck, which you're playing Crystal Beasts, likely they're not going to be side decking for you, and it's just overall a really good card. And we have the Evenly Matched, just a generally excellent board wipe right off the bat. So I think that's going to round it up for this video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. This has been All Things Entertaining, signing out.